So I'm extra excited to be able to figure out things about business today. So what's your favorite thing about running a business, Jessie?
The freedom, personal freedom. You get to make your own schedule. You get to make up all the rules. No one's telling you how to do anything, and you're the decision maker. You get to make all the calls.
So somebody that wants to start a business and don't even know where to begin, or like don't know if they can do it, what would you tell them to encourage them to just go for it?
There's so much to it. A life coach list, writing things down is so important. Setting like your priorities at the top of the list, like what do you need to get done first, especially when it feels like there's so much to get done, and how are you going to do it all? Especially when you're creative, your mind is like going a million miles per hour and you're thinking of like 50 different things that keep coming into your mind, and you're like, this thing, that thing has to get done, but your mind gets overloaded. So once you jot it down on paper, you're able to like clear your mind more, and you're not like feeling so scattered.
So I would have to say I think that's amazing advice, because me too. List everything. Like I have so much I always have to do too. So the fact that you said list, I feel like I'm on the right track. I want to learn how to be able to run a business. You're my mentor for businesses, and everybody's watching this too. So what switched in you to be able to go from like not a business owner, which most of us are not, to being like, I am going to take that plunge to do a business? Because that seems like it can be scary for a lot of people. So what twisted in like your head mentally to do it?
I feel like I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, but I think that it takes a lot of confidence and determination, along with like discipline, to create your own business, and then also trusting and believing in what you're opening and doing, because if you don't, you won't put your all and your heart into it.
So believing in what you're going to do is like a big thing that will get you be able to like start doing a business.
Totally. Believing, because it took a lot of my mentors to really help push me to take the leap and take the next step, because it is scary and it is intimidating.
And then what steps did you have to take to be able to open up this business?
So created a business plan, really priced out everything. This building was an orthodontist office for like 30 years, and it was old and nasty. And it took a year of remodeling and rebuilding, and it was my first ever renovated project that I've ever done. So I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, and people who have experience were also telling me that. And then just being a woman, dealing with a lot of these men that are tradesmen, I feel like you don't get taken as seriously, or they think you don't know what you're talking about. So it's having to deal with a lot of that. And then also get specific licensing and approval for all the things that you want to offer. Insurance that goes into it. You need like insurance for so many different things. And of course the price of everything goes up when you start to bring in like needles or any medical spa services. So yeah, you really got to think about what you want to offer before you jump into it, and find out the pricing of everything too.
So for me, that sounds very overwhelming. So how did you figure all this out? Like licensing, and where do you even get a contractor, or what a contractor is?
Luckily, I have a lot of like good connections and people who do a lot of different build outs. So they were able to refer me to certain people that they've worked in the past with, especially my brother referred me to a lot of different contractors that he's trusted and worked with, and plumbers. And then also having an older mentor who is in real estate, and she's like a life coach too. She's helped me along the way a ton. So like I said, it's super important to have that mentor, that super successful person that gives you advice, because we always need advice too on what to do especially when it's a new project. You also have to do a lot of marketing, and you are your best seller. You can hire so many different people to do your Instagram marketing, your Facebook marketing, to create content for you, but no one is ever going to create it the way that you do because you understand your brand.
Because no one's
best.
gonna believe in it more than you, right?
Right.
So I'm a strong believer in everything that we go through makes up who we are today. So that concept of doubters and people like saying like you live in this lifestyle that you're not even, how were you able to like get past that and look past that and be like live life first class and I stay strong by and start a business and a whole brand over people saying it's dumb or like people saying
love
no.
That you're asking us a lot of different things: the therapy, the mentor, life coach, surrounding myself with other like-minded people, which is very rare, especially I feel like in Michigan, because in New York we all had this big creative energy and like the best of the best was everywhere, and like everyone was just like all about having something better than the other, which is actually a good thing because people could view that in a bad way.
What you hear positive and negative, the positive is just outweighing that negative, and that's how you were able to mentally get over it. Is that kind of what I'm hearing?
Yes, even though the negative one negative comment can stick with you way more intensely than 20 positives. So you really have to work hard to shift that, and you have to make it a habit.
So it just goes to show, if you want that flight, book it, even if you can't, because then you're putting it into existence and you're doing like so much of this has been mental, and I think that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So when people come into your salon, you want them to get like the top class, first class haircuts and everything, and that's your business, that's your brand. But you want them to have this concept of energy that you're talking about. Like, it's not just come and get a haircut and go through the motions, but you want them to have an experience of like positive energy.
When you have a brand, it's so important to put as much content out as possible so that people can visually see you, so that they're reminded of you. Like, even just like posting one day, they'd be reminded and like, oh yeah, I need to make an appointment with Jessie, I almost forgot. So it's a nice little reminder of that. Getting different, your products out there so that people could know what they're all about. And then also going like, the internet is everything. Online marketing is the future. It's very time consuming. Like, you end up spending like hours at a time of posting.
Jessie, do you just typically see random people and be like, yo, let me fix your hair?
Yes, all the time. I feel like it's just like, it comes so natural. So when you start your new business, remember to always celebrate. Cheers to the good life. Remember to live life first class, always. This is gonna be so fun this year.
What are your plans?
I don't know. What will COVID leave us with? Cheers.
Cheers.
To 2022 being the best year ever.
You're gonna see us traveling in the future, guys. Bora Bora, Bali.
It's always a pleasure shooting with you and being around like-minded creatives and people that have such a vision and goal in life. Everyone go check out and subscribe to A2I's page.
Linked in the description below. I hope you like it. I think she did awesome. So, you know, comment, let her know how she did. If you came from A2I, you know, let us know that you came from there. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Also, A2I is amazing with connecting people and building everyone up, and it's all about teamwork makes the dream work. So be sure to follow.
I walk around like that nigga on the trigger.